Did you catch the recent game between the Celtics and the Heat? A real spectacle it was, wasn't it? In a surprising twist of events, the Celtics took a bounce back from their Game 2 loss and spun the wheel of fortune in their favor during Game 3 of the series. They put on a display of defensive dominance that would have left any opponent in awe. The Celtics, in a true show of resilience, held the Heat to their lowest point total of the season. Now that's a feat that deserves a standing ovation, or perhaps in the case of the Heat fans, a sitting ovation in stunned silence. The increased physicality and defensive intensity of the Celtics seemed to take the wind out of Miami's sails, disrupting their offensive flow like a sudden gust in a calm sea. The Heat, on the other hand, were akin to a car running low on gas, struggling to generate offense due to key player injuries. Even with the odds stacked against them, the Celtics converted their defensive stops into points off turnovers. It was a bit like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat, with the rabbit being the Celtics' victory and the hat being, well, the Heat's defense. Leading the charge for Boston were none other than their star players Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They were the knights in shining armor, their strong two-way performances a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. They say every cloud has a silver lining. Well, in this game, Tatum and Brown were the silver linings in the Celtics' cloud, shining bright and guiding them to a 104-84 victory. And just like that, the Celtics turned up the heat on Miami, leaving them in a cold sweat. What a game it was, full of surprises and a testament to the unpredictable nature of basketball. It certainly left us all on the edge of our seats, didn't it? After such a thrilling game, one can only wonder what surprises does the next game hold. Only time will tell. For now, we can all agree the Celtics certainly know how to put on a good show. Now let's turn our attention to the odds. Who's favoring whom in this unpredictable season? The good folks at Forbes recently reported that the Boston Celtics and Denver Nuggets are favorites to win the NBA championship. Yes, you heard it right. The Celtics and Nuggets are sitting pretty at the top of the pile. It's a bit like spinning a roulette wheel, isn't it? One moment you're down, the next you're being touted as the next big thing. Such is the unpredictable, exhilarating world of basketball. Following Jason Tatum's remarkable 51-point performance in Game 7, the Celtics are being favored to take home the coveted NBA championship. Now that's quite a leap, isn't it? It's like landing on the moon without a spaceship. And the Celtics didn't stop there. They went on to secure a victory over the Philadelphia 76ers, which propelled them to the top spot in the odds rankings. I mean, if we're talking about odds, that's like finding a four-leaf clover on your first try. But let's not forget about the Denver Nuggets. They're trailing closely behind the Celtics with 2.5 to 1 odds. It's like being in a horse race where the lead keeps changing and you're just waiting for that final sprint to the finish line. In terms of potential NBA Finals matchups, the odds makers seem to favor a Celtics versus Nuggets showdown. Well, that promises to be as exciting as a roller coaster ride without a seatbelt, doesn't it? So there you have it, the Celtics are a favorite. But remember, in the world of basketball, fortunes can change faster than you can say, jump ball. So fans, keep your fingers crossed and your jerseys ready. Anything can happen in the world of basketball. Speaking of surprises, the Celtics are not just bouncing balls, they're bouncing back in style. They've taken a page out of a best-selling thriller, turning the tables on their opponents and the odds. It's like watching a suspenseful movie where you're on the edge of your seat, popcorn in hand, eyes glued to the screen. Now, the Celtics have been making waves in the NBA playoffs, and Forbes, our trusty financial oracle, has been tracking their journey. The team's defensive prowess has been on full display, like a fortress that refuses to be breached. Under the guidance of their coach, Joe Mazzulla, they've fine-tuned their defensive strategies, turning them into a well-oiled machine that's all about limiting penetration and forcing tough shots. It's like they've built an invisible wall on the court. And no, we're not talking about the kind you'd find in a game of Quidditch. Here's where the plot thickens. Despite being down 3-0 in the series, these lads have shown resilience that would make a rubber ball jealous. They're making a comeback that's so dramatic it's like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes. But in this case, the Phoenix is wearing basketball shorts and has a wicked three-point shot. Their ability to win elimination games and their strong statistical profile are like a beacon of hope, guiding them on their path to potential victory. It's like they've got their own personal GPS system and the destination is set for NBA championship. So there you have it, folks. The Celtics are not just playing the game, they're rewriting the rules. Stay tuned to see how this saga unfolds.